Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello everyone! We're here to update you on the pear tree that we planted last year. We planted it around, May of 2021. And this is what it looks like now. It's tall, obviously, and the size here of the trunk is, the tin can is not full yet, but eventually we are going to take the tin can out. And it's more green, and the best part, it has fruits. As you can see, it has fruits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 fruits. And now, this is only the first year. You're supposed to remove the fruits so that all the energies will be for the establishing of the roots. Right, hon? But since we're excited to have the fruits, so we will leave the fruits here because they are pretty. So yeah, this is a grafted pear, and this is the first year since we planted, but we really don't know how old the grafted one. Maybe it could be a year or two. But so yeah, this is the first year after we planted it using the Ellen White way, or the blueprint method. And see, it works. Now it has fruits, and we can't wait to enjoy the fruits of our labor. It's really pretty. The pears are pretty. Right? You think it's worth it?
Yes.
What can you say?
Well, this tree is about a little over 7 feet tall, probably about 7.5 feet.
We did prune it, right? A little bit last.
Very little.
Yeah, in the fall, or like in springtime, before all the leaves came back or grew back, we did prune a little bit, some of the water shoots. But yeah, so far, this is what it looks like.
There's a few small branches we would prune, like in the middle here. This branch, it's growing towards the other one. We would take this one out because it's going to interfere with the 2 main branches that we want. So we would prune that one out. But we're not going to do it right now. But
Yeah,
in wintertime we'll do that.
Yeah, in wintertime. So anyway, ideally, you don't want the fruits in its first year to bear lots and lots of fruits. But since there's only 5 fruits, so we just leave it there and let it grow. If it has a lot, then yeah, we will probably remove some of the fruits so that it will give more time for the plant to produce or to establish more of the roots. That's it. And I'm going to show you some of our fruits over here. The fruit trees that we have that are bearing right now. We planted all our trees here using the Ellen White way. We have pears. There's a lot of fruits. We did not spray the pears, so hopefully our pears will give us abundant good ones, good produce that are less buggy. And here's also another pear tree here. It also has pears. And again, we did not spray this, so hopefully, but I could see there's spots, so we will see. If there's a lot, then we may end up spraying for next year some organic horticultural spray to preserve our food, because we don't want bugs to be eating all our fruits. So we have several pears here, and we also have on this side here, we have peach trees. We have several peach trees right here. There's quite a bit of peaches. So there's that. We have several peach trees. Here's more peaches here. Peaches, so hopefully we'll have good harvest this year. Less buggy. More peaches. And let's go over to this side here. There's more peaches. And here's our apples. We have several apple trees here as well. So I see there's a bad spot here. Not good. Anyway, we did not spray, or if we did, I thought it was late. So anyway, we have quite a bit of apples here. Here's our apples, and more over here on this side. Yeah, apples. Looking forward to harvesting our fruits To give you an overview of the blueprint method of planting a fruit tree, here is a diagram that I made and modified based on the diagram that California orchardist Herbert Clarence White, the grandson of Ellen White, did. In this diagram, you will see it's numbered according to the layers of materials put in from bottom up. I also redid the first diagram I made to show a more accurate presentation of the tree planted at the right level instead of it appearing like the main branch was buried deeper into the ground, as shown on my first diagram on my video, Grow Trees and Produce Fruits Quickest, the Modified Blueprint Method. This diagram is self-explanatory. The first thing you put after you make a 3 feet wide and a 3 feet deep hole, whether it's a round shape or a square shape hole, is you put a 4-inch drain tile with rock plugs on both ends. Another option is to place a few clay pots at the bottom with big openings against the dirt. Place big enough rocks to cover the small hole on top to prevent soil from getting into the pot. Placing a drain tile or clay pots at the bottom help the beneficial microbes and help with air circulation within the root system. Second is the compost mix with topsoil, leaf mold, and 20 pounds soft rock phosphate, divided into 2 loads for the bottom layer mix and the top layer mix. Basically, 10 pounds of rock phosphate for each layer mix, plus other necessary soil amendments. Mix the soil thoroughly and make sure that you pack the soil really well. Then spread some small rocks on top of the compost mixture. Next is the topsoil layer. Again, pack the topsoil really well by stomping on it. The larger rock is placed in between the top and the third layer of compost mixture. Basically, the tree sits above the rock with a few inches of compost soil in between the rock and the tree. The large rock is so the tree doesn't sink into the ground, and it also forces the roots to grow out sideways and around the rock for better rooting and tree stability. Add more compost mixture with peat moss, leaf mold, topsoil, soft rock phosphate, and other amendments. Add an inch or so of compost on top of the compost mixture. Then, you need to put a tin can with a cut side opening placed around the base of the bottom of the tree trunk to protect the base of the tree from destructive small creatures and also to protect the bark as well. After putting the tin can, spread about 3 to 4 inches of leaf mold or leaf mulch around the base of the tree. The tree mulch helps retain soil moisture longer. Adding rock mulch on top of the leaf mulch is optional, but it also helps prevent weed growth. It also serves as an added barrier and insulation to keep temperature more stable during harsh weather. The berm is basically a mound of dirt or soil around the tree, about 5 feet across. It helps soil moisture and helps prevent soil from washing off during heavy rainfall. One can say that the Ellen White method of planting is more laborious and extensive because digging a 3 by 3 feet hole is not easy, but this is done to give the fruit tree a bigger grow room, and by providing rich and softer soil, the young tree will have a great start. The soil amendments are pretty basic: compost, topsoil, leaf mulch, peat moss, and phosphate rock, and a few other amendments. If your area is dry, you'll need to add 4 cups of gypsum per 3 by 3 feet hole, or 4 cups of dolomite for wet areas. Of course, you're free to add other necessary soil amendments, depending on your soil needs. Just a little bit of disclaimer here. When we planted our fruit trees based on the blueprint method as advocated by Ellen White, we didn't claim that we planted our fruit trees exactly the way Ellen White did on her fruit trees. But her grandson, Herbert Clarence White, knew exactly what his grandma did, and the concept of adding more items into the hole is based on the diagram that Herbert Clarence White himself created. Basically, the blueprint method of planting is pretty simple. It's to dig a 3 by 3 feet wide and deep hole. Fill the hole with rich soil, and then spread some small rocks on top of the soil, and the rest you have to add more rich soil with amendments to help improve the soil quality and for trees' optimum health. When we planted our fruit trees, we added a few other soil amendments such as calcitic lime, boron, sulfate of potash, and kelp meal because per soil test result, our soil needs more of these minerals for plants' optimum health. And we know that our body gets nutrients from the food we eat. So if we provide our soil with necessary nutrients and minerals they need for optimum plant growth, we can be assured that the fruits and vegetables we grow are abundant and healthful for us to enjoy. For more information about the blueprint method of planting or the Ellen White way of tree planting, please read her letter on Ellen White Letter, page 350 in the year 1907. Another good source of information is from the book Are You What You Eat by H.E. Kirshner and Herbert Clarence White. You can also purchase a DVD, Planting by the Blueprint. It is available for purchase on eBay or Amazon online shops. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you feel inspired to plant more fruit trees the better way and the most fast-bearing fruit trees you can have. Happy planting, and thanks for watching.